Hi guys, Peter Band here. Hope you're really well. What a glorious day. I hope you're glorious also. Look, it's been a while since we've worked together, but it's only because you and I have worked together. Either you've received my book and documentaries as part of your Lucky Life Formula, one-on-one coaching, or you've attended the Mojo Boot Camp, or you've been to Antarctica with me. It's because of those reasons that I'm sending this link. Whilst you're watching this link on YouTube, it's not a public link. It can only be watched privately by those people who I've sent this link to. I've sent it to you because you worked with me in the past, and I want to work with you again in the future. Now, another person who bought my Lucky Life Formula in the past and who benefited by it, in fact he bought it for his grandson, was John Thompson. And John Thompson bought my program for his grandson to teach him the principles of leadership. Now I didn't know that back then, but he bought it and he enjoyed it. And the fact is, last year when he was being recorded by Jamie McIntyre as being an absolute success story about creating so much money on the stock market, he was teaching people, or wanted to teach people how he was making that money, but nobody's really understanding how he was making that money. So I said to him, well, you like what I teach and how I teach the Lucky Life Formula. I like the way that you trade. Why don't we get together and why don't we create a program together? A program which teaches people how to create an income stream. It's not trading, although I'm licensed to trade and to teach trading. It's income stream like a job, but without the hours of a job. Like your job might be taking you 40 or 50 hours a week. This will take you 4 or 5 hours per month, and it's going to teach you how to write insurance policies on the US stock market. So in this brief little video, I'm just going to touch what exactly is on example here, and what is on offer here is simply this. What we developed is the Naked Insurance 7 Steps to Financial Freedom. Now, it literally is 7 steps to financial freedom, 7 DVDs, 7 CDs, 7 DVDs, and a 7-chapter workbook. Very much like the way that the Lucky Life Formula was structured. It goes through each step all the way through on how literally John Thompson was making in the order of $40,000 or $50,000 per month consistently for the last 2 years since the GFC, and I'll tell you more about that when you go and follow my advice at the end of this brief video. The point of the story is that John and I got together last year because he was somewhat frustrated that people weren't understanding how it was he was making this money. So we got together, we wrote this program, we filmed that program here at the farm, we went abseiling right there over at Mount Macedon, and literally we put on paper and on film exactly every single step on how he was able to turn his $10,000 account into $514,000 account in 2 years. Now, during that time he grew his confidence, he sold a property, drew some equity out of that property, but literally after turning $10,000 and making 10% per month, after 3 months of doing that, he put $190,000 into his account from that property which he sold. And by the way, when he sold the property, the agent said, don't sell the property, you'll make a $60,000 loss. And he says, I don't care about making a $60,000 loss. The agent said it'll take you 3 years to get it back on the property market. He says it'll take me 3 months to get it back on the stock market. And so he put it to practice with what we now teach, which is Naked Insurance. Now, the reason I'm emailing this to you now is with a unique offer. Because look, I should tell you as an update also, since we've spoken, I've actually got my AFL license. My license is 238032, which is a development which I think is quite unique to have a Lucky Life Formula coach, one-on-one personal development coach, who can now coach you in financial advice as well. Now, there's a lot of information about this on the website I'm going to send you to, talking about how we can turn you into an insurance company which receives a premium at the very beginning. The punchline here is this. Do you have an insurance policy on your house? Yes? Or does your friend have an insurance policy on their house? Yes? Have they made a claim? No? Boom, boom. Who's the winner? The insurance company. Would you like me, Peter Bland, to teach you again, to be your one-on-one coach and teach you how to write insurance policy to the US stock market and receive a premium at the beginning of the month? By the way, of course, you can always use that premium for your own gain. What's that called? Opium. How you use somebody else's money to create a profit for yourself. Now, the kind of profits we're talking about, a quick snapshot of the last 6 months, what our students have been getting, range through here, but more, they're a very good month in February, January, but that was a very good month. More typically, we're talking 4, 5, 6% per month returns. Now, That's what our students have been getting. Here are our students. This is on our Facebook group, which if you're a friend of mine on Facebook, you may have seen the group but not been a member of it. You're not a member of it yet, but hopefully you will be soon. Now, those students paid $19,980 to be a platinum member of the Naked Insurance. The reason I'm sending you this link right now, and I'm coming to the end of this brief video, is that I want you to take some steps, and I want you to follow my advice and go to the website I'm about to show you and have a look at our results. Have a look at the information provided there and ask yourself, if Pete Bland was a fantastic coach for me or adventure guide back then, will he be a fantastic coach for me going forward with more important matters of my life, namely making an income, a cash flow return on a monthly basis? And if the answer to that is yes, and you'd like to get on board for a fraction of the price, then follow my advice in this email and contact me again, and I'd love to work with you again. Now, I say this to you, talking to you directly, a person who's worked with me in the past, because of our trips or because of the Lucky Life formula or because of the Mojo boot camps, because next, in 2 months' time in October, we've got Sir Richard Branson coming over for the Sir Richard Branson Jamie McIntyre event at the Hisense Arena. Now, in preparation for that event, I had to develop a scalable version of the Naked Insurance, a scalable version which doesn't have me doing or John doing the coaching directly with the students, more a group coaching, and allowing me to coach other students, other coaches, to be the coach of the students. However, and here's the uniqueness, and here's why you need to act on this right away, immediately. If you've liked working with me, Peter Bland, in the past, Peter Bland would like to work with you again. And if that is the case, rather than those that get on board closer to the Hisense Arena event with Sir Richard Branson, who will have one of our coaches as a coach, I will be your one-on-one coach. Okay, that's what's unique about this offer. Okay. Why? Because I'm actually going over and spending the ski season over in Queenstown, New Zealand, skiing there half the time and coaching my one-on-one students half the time. Can't do that for everybody, but I want to do that only for those that's worked with me in the past. So if you'd like to do that and to get on board with Naked Insurance for a fraction of the price of what has been included in the previous program, the Platinum program. Of course, by all means, you can upgrade to the Platinum later on, but if you want to get on board for a fraction of the price, then follow my advice and contact me now, and you and I can have a one-on-one chat about your short-term, your mid-term, your long-term goals, and look and see at how we can align this one-on-one coaching with this program to get what you want, to get you achieving in your future what you want in your future, but to start the steps towards it now. I want to start working with you now. I look forward to you contacting you and getting back in my life and me back in your life and working with you now and in the future. Good on you. All the best from Pete Bland.